Hello everybody, welcome to my wonderful channel Playboy 100,000. Welcome to my very wonderful channel Playboy 100,000. I wanna tell you what my channel is all about. I wanna fuck 100,000 ladies. I already created a strategy how to fuck 100,000 ladies. And I want you also to subscribe to my channel. And if you have further questions, you're welcome to ask. Furthermore, you are welcome to listen to all my other videos. Now, what is the definition of a playboy? A playboy travels the world, a playboy has a lot of money, a playboy is well educated, and a playboy is kind of like a gentleman. He would never ever disgrace a lady. A playboy is sophisticated. It means he travels the world, it means he's able to speak several languages. In my case, for example, I'm able to speak French, the Italian language, Spanish, also dead languages, Latin and Old Greek. I'm right now in Milan and I have a wonderful time in Europe. Europe is like, it's beautiful, especially Italy. Now I want to give you an explanation again what a playboy is. You need to have a lot of money to maintain a certain lifestyle. It means do not spend your money on women, and I mean on a direct way. On an indirect way, I pay, like, if we go to a fancy restaurant, I pay. If we go to a fancy theater, I pay, But I would never ever in a million years consider to pay. It's just that bitch is about to spread her legs. Sorry, I do not disgrace a lady, but let's name it the way it is. Every lady is kind of like the same. Every lady has two tits, and between those legs there's a shaven vagina. If you place your dick inside the shaven vagina, guess what happened after 9 months? A miracle, correct. So every lady is kind of like the same. Every psychological pattern of a lady is kind of like the same. As I told you before, I created a strategy how to fuck 100,000 ladies. Normally, I need to fuck daily 300 to 400 ladies. But guess what? It doesn't work that way. The thing is, I started to fuck daily 5 ladies. And then I wanted to improve, to get to 10 to 15 ladies. It's a lot of work. But the thing is, today I only fucked one lady. One single lady. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about that single lady. That single lady, I met her we got introduced to each other. She is from Nigeria originally, but she lives for a long time in Italy. A beautiful chick. Beautiful skin complexion, beautiful soft skin complexion, and I banged her. Her name it's not a common name, her name is Coba. Yes, C-O-B-A, Coba. I even asked her what kind of name it is, and she told me it's a name from Nigeria. So whatever it is, okay. We got introduced to each other, and she kind of played that game I'm very unreachable, I do not talk to everybody, and even she was unpolite for first. But I created my strategy, I do not depend on you, baby. Whatever you do, baby, whatever you say, baby, I can have every chick around. So it means I do not depend necessarily on you. So she realized that, and so we started slowly to have a conversation, and even she started to smile a little bit, Before that she was kind of real tough. You know what it means, real tough. And I mean, she didn't smile. She was kind of unpolite in an aggressive way, in a real aggressive way. When I asked her something, she was very aggressive. So I said to myself, like, fuck off, whatever. So I started to have a conversation with another lady, and she realized that ladies are kind of like interested in me, and so things changed. And then she got to introduce herself, like, I'm from Nigeria, and already I knew she's not a typical Italian lady. Not because, how to say, not because the fact is, her accent, she has like a specific accent, it's not an Italian accent if she speaks, the Italian language. It's like, you didn't grow up in Italy. You grew up somewhere else. No, and she was kind of like dressed up very beautiful, wonderful shoes, and beautiful, I like her skin complexion. And she told me like she works in an office, full time, and so she's kind of like, she got to tell me so many things about her just to make me sure, like, I'm interested in you, so do not talk to all those other chicks. And guess what? I wanted to bang her, but the thing is, sometimes some things need kind of like time, because I have still other chicks going on, because I've constantly in my mind, I wanna fuck 100,000 ladies, literally 100,000 ladies. So I do not have time for debates. I do not have time to listen to all that girly trash nonsense. So I'm kind of like, come to the point. And so we exchanged telephone numbers, and, but the thing is, she told me, like, she has somebody, and I was kind of like, okay with that, so no big deal, but I can feel you wanna get fucked, you wanna get laid by a millionaire. I could feel it, like, you're not married to a millionaire, you're married, like, because you can. The reason is you want to stay in Italy, so you better marry somebody, like whoever comes over along the way. So we separated, and so I had a conversation with a few of my friends, and she had a conversation with a few of her friends, and basically the party ended, and everybody went home separately. As I told you before, I have other chicks going on, so I started, to have to phone them up, like, come on, let's meet. For sure, I didn't tell them, like, I want to meet them for a fuck, to fulfill my project, 100,000 ladies. So I asked them, but nobody had actually time, So it was like, I needed to bang daily 5 ladies. But this time I could only make it like only one chick, that chick from Nigeria. So I started to call her, like, to say hello. I only wanted to say goodbye, have a beautiful sleep, a beautiful night. And so she was kind of like surprised, and she was kind of like whispering, no, I'm with my husband, he's around, can you give me a call tomorrow? And no big deal. So the next morning came, I went, to a friend's place to have breakfast, and, the day was quite beautiful, and, I started to gave her a call, and, she was like, I'm working right now, but I'm gonna call you back as soon as I finish my work, and, and we were kind of like, connected. So then we had a connection, and then she gave me a call, like, I finished my work, if you like, we can have a drink, and so, and it was around, let's say, 4 o'clock p.m., so, and we met around 5 o'clock p.m. We had a drink, and and I told her something for myself again. I told her it was a place where I live, and she was kind of like surprised. And so offered her, like, I can show you my penthouse apartment, and she didn't refuse. She was like, okay, let's go. And you need to understand, I never fuck a lady in my penthouse apartment. Never, I fuck only ladies in my mansion outside of Milan or in my hotel room, I have a hotel room for life. So we went to my penthouse apartment. We entered the building, and then the elevator to the top, and then when we entered the apartment, like, she was like, wow, wonderful, it's like, James Bond living, beautiful, contemporary. And so I told her even something about my mansion, and she said, like, she needed to go home because her husband, and I told her, like, so it's on you now. And she gave her husband a call, like, you know what, I met a very old friend, and we want to have a drink, and so I'm gonna come home later. So, and I called my driver, and you need to know it's a specific car. It's a Maybach S600, and we drove to my mansion, outside of Milan, and, it's a 3-story building, a beautiful mansion, a huge mansion, indoor and outdoor swimming pool, and, big garden, and, she was really stunningly surprised by that. And then, she kind of like approached me, like, she gave me like the signal, come on, do something, give me a kiss or whatever. So I started to kiss her, like, she was like, oh, and, it's a bit different if you kiss a lady from, not from, those ladies from, how to say, how, African American lips, African lips are bigger, and so it's a bit different, it's wonderful, it's like, wow, fantastic, and even the skin is soft, really soft, and so we started to kiss, and she didn't refuse, and she was like, show me your bedroom, and so I knew exactly, we both knew what's going on now, and so we went to the bedroom, and so I started to undress her, and so we started to kiss, and then she pushed me down, like, she wanted me to lick her shaven vagina, so she forced me to lick her shaven vagina. So I started to lick her, and she kind of like enjoyed it, and then we did it, like, The thing is, normally I wanted to bang 5 ladies each day, but I was kind of like, I felt really comfortable with her, like, so I decided, like, to stay a while with her, so it was kind of like, natural. Normally it's kind of like clinic. If you fuck her, and then you get rid of her, and then you go to your next appointment, you fuck her, you get rid of her. That is kind of like clinic, and that was like with Coba, the Nigerian lady. It was kind of like really, how to say, natural, let's say natural, romantic. Yes, romantic, that's the correct term. And as I told you before, I wanna fuck 100,000 ladies. Yes, 100,000 ladies means, you need to have a strategy, otherwise it doesn't work, So I think I find a strategy, a very, like, it works somehow, but it works only if you see it like as a project, So I was sometimes like, kind of like, I'm not in love with Coba, she has her husband, I'm okay with that, and so it's only for my project, and I even recorded everything, so I can prove it, even like, when somebody comes around, like, I do not believe you, I can prove everything immediately. But as I told you before, I'm a gentleman. A gentleman means I would never ever disgrace a lady in my whole entire life. I would never ever consider to leak a video to the audience. I would never ever consider to leak a video on YouTube or whatever, or do Instagram or. I'm a gentleman. I would never ever disgrace a lady. Thanks for tuning in. You're welcome to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any kind of questions, you're welcome to ask. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out. Bye bye.